the goals for the coming year, 2014, are to really support this record and get the most out of it. We want to be able to say at the end of the next year that we gave it our all for this record. We didn't hold anything back. So that's the goal for the band, is to really dive in on this and not half-ass it.
Couple dudes hanging out in the bathroom together.
I'm shooting a little documentary.
What's the best place for dudes to hang out?
There you go. Look at that, look at that.
Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that.
Let's take a little nappy in there. Trying to get ready for tonight. Austin tells me it's going to be a rager.
No, not you. You? I'm going. I'm going. All right. Thanks, lady. And we're up. Down the street. It took us about 3 years to put out this new record. Within the 3 years, I think the toughest part was just the fact that our music style, even slightly, was kept changing, and we weren't quite sure what sound we wanted to do.
My favorite part is playing live. I don't really like spending so much time in the studio or you know, pining over the details. I like playing out loud. So playing live it's been good because we've been playing, I think, a lot, especially with the new album.
Bass line. Yeah, like everything is like I feel like they can do one of the best covers of the song, like of any band that we know right now.
We played a lot of new cities that we hadn't been to before on the East Coast, so you're always kind of worried: is anyone gonna show up? Is anyone gonna be there? Is anyone gonna respond? And then they all turned out great. We had a blast at all of them. This tour was overwhelmingly a very smooth experience, which is not always the case. We didn't have any van trouble. We had places to stay, we had a lot of fun, friends on the road. That's not always the case, because we've had some rough tours in the past.
Your friends are on the back porch talking about a genocide. I haven't got such a political mind. Inside we're touching lips. I don't care about the politics. All talk, such a waste of a night. If you're looking for a place to go, I hate to sleep alone.
For me personally, I don't really have much of a hand in writing the actual lyrics. I write a lot of the melodies with Alex. Like, we'll come up with vocal ideas and melodies, but it's when it comes down to actual lyrical content, that's mainly Alex. So his interpretations of songs and his vibe or emotion behind a song is probably quite a bit different than mine in regards to whenever I think of a song, and the point I'm trying to get across is purely musical bass, and what instruments or what notes can we play and groove can we play to get across the meaning that I want to do. I would say this entire record, in my view, we wanted to make it so people would dance and have a good time.
You never sleep with a sticky or ambient.
Alright, we're gonna pull up, we're gonna speed unload. Alright.
Dump it all.
Jim, put down the goddamn camera. Help us.
So the Trash Bar, a gig of the Trash Bar, ended up working out immensely in our favor, that there was an open bar from 8 to 9, which was exactly during our set time. So even though the sound man didn't show up at all for our set, we had no stage lights. So we ran our own sound, we had no monitors, we put just a giant floodlight on the front of the stage, and I think right before we started, we all huddled in and realized, guys, whatever level you're at volume-wise, turn it up and just go crazy. Because we're not going to sound good, we're not going to look good, but everyone is going to be going to town on the open bar. Let's just have a good time. And it ended up being probably my favorite show of the entire tour. And then that just led to a full-on night where we found a dog, and we had a dog with us. It's good times. It was a good night.
Shit's about to go down. I'm gonna blow the fuck up. I'm about to tell you what's going on right here.
Inspirations for songs. It's more when we get into the actual recording in the studio and producing the song, that's when we're like, well, how would 9 Inch Nails or I know there's one song that there's a band called Does It Offend You Yeah that we're really big fans of. They're not a band anymore, but there were some drum sounds that we specifically were like, we want our drum or snare drum to sound exactly like this snare drum, so we would spend forever trying to mimic that exact sound. So like I would say our biggest inspirations, and most direct inspirations and direct influences a lot of times are on the production side of the record and how it's mixed and the tones and the sounds.
Our sound since Enclave, I would say, has changed directions several times. We kind of came right out of the gate after Enclave with some more mellow, sexy stuff that we thought we kind of wanted to do, but then then it's always a challenge of writing what comes natural to you, and at the time also was these more aggressive rock songs. So we kind of ended up covering 3 different angles. We have the aggressive stuff, we have the sexy stuff, and then we have this up the middle ground, just more groovy stuff that has elements of kind of grunginess to it, I'd say.
Oh. That's pretty cool. Well?
You guys okay?
Oh, cheesesteak.
Let's go back to the van.
Cheesesteak in here.
We got a stomach full of cheesesteak and some rad bands. Yeah.
We did stop in Philly for cheesesteaks. Terrible idea. Tasted real good at the time. But
Tastes good going down.
Problem is we went up the rocky stairs after we ate the cheesesteaks. It was a really bad idea.
we actually did earn the rocky stance. It was tough to do.
We went with Pat's. So that was a goof? That was a goof.
Although we took the photo in front of Gino.
We took the photo in front of Gino's. And Gino's
so much
yeah, we ate at Pat's. Gino's is the racist one from what I'm told. I don't know if that's true or not. We were told it's very racist.
Fuck Gino's!
That's what we said. Right before we took our photo in front of it.
It was more of an ironic photo. We weren't supporting him. It was like, fuck this.
But we looked really happy.
Yeah, we were like, thumbs up.
It's like smiling in the Chick-fil-A line. And go, fuck this, but that's good.
Alright,
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you too, man. You guys are fucking awesome.
What?
Take care.
Have a good night.
Well, I'd love to keep in touch with you guys, because
Yeah, man.
you know your Chicago brothers a little bit, so.
They played with Model Stranger.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Model Stranger, yeah, they're cool guys.
Yeah, dude. All right, we'll be in touch. We're out of here.
Safe.
Alright.
I can drive unless somebody else wants to.
I'm going to bed.
All right.
I'm driving then.
I personally didn't struggle or have a hard time. I had a great time the entire time. I would say the hardest part was probably finding a place to sleep a couple of the nights.
A hair farther, just like an inch farther, and another inch farther. Now lean back. Yeah.
God damn, dude. Killing the game, son.
Look at that. He's like, did anybody see me do that?
It's like working up a sweat. But hey, buddy, you're spinning so fucking fast, you can't read the sign. Here he goes.
Here he goes.
He's off. Whoa! Whoa! Check my shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing an ollie.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Oh. Filming. Let's get his reaction. Alex,
Yeah.
I can tell you, but you left your doppel bag back at the DC.
How'd you find that out?
Please send me a picture of it. How many more days you got, buddy? You just bought some new hair gel too. It's gone. What else you lose in there? Toothbrush? Yeah.
Deodorant.
Deodorant?
A medicine.
Meds. That was meds. Floss?
Yeah.
Floss. Like some soap or something? Did you lose some soap?
Man, that's a bummer.
You lost some soap, didn't you? You lost some soap. What else did you lose? Did you have any money in there?
No.
Would you? Sure.
That's all I left.
Yeah, you did, buddy. Close. I smell it.
Everybody having a good time? This is a pretty good day.
Yeah. Pretty good day.
It's a beautiful day. Actually, it's a beautiful day. Round of applause for the weather, for cooperating. Round of applause for the government. Yesterday they opened up, I believe. That's a fantastic development in current events.
We were rolling into DC expecting a dead zone. Nope. Shit was up. Shit was up and running. Obama was walking around giving high fives to everybody. He had a beer in his hand.
We just put out a record last week, if anyone's interested at all. We've got it available for sale. Everyone in here is our friends or in another band, so I understand the hesitancy of walking.
You understand why there's not a line?
I understand.
You understand why our friend Jim's sitting on the merch box?
Yes. Jesus Christ, Jim, help us out, man.
God, Jim, you're too close, Jim. You can't get a shot from there. You're too close.
You can't sit on the merch, Jim. We're trying to sell it.
You can't sell the merch when you're sitting on the merch, Jim. Jeez.
always some fun nights that seem to get away from you when you least expect it, and those always end up being the most fun. We played a CMJ showcase in New York, in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and right around the corner was the secret Arcade Fire show that they were playing under their pseudonym, the Reflectors. And we had a show at the same time, and we knew that there was no way we were going to be able to get an Arcade Fire show. It sold out immediately when people found out about it. Bootleg tickets were ridiculously expensive, but Austin was pretty determined to get into the show, and he swore by the end of the night that we would make it in. And sure enough, after our set across the street, we went over to the Arcade Fire show and were just kind of peeking in the door, trying to hear some of the new material, knowing that we wouldn't be able to get in. And Austin at one point was just like, I'm going in. So he did a classic fake phone call and just walked right past security. Nobody stopped him. He just walked in like he owned the place. So I said, well, if he could do that, I could do that. So I did the exact same thing and just followed him right into this Arcade Fire show. And it was an incredible show. It was just this warehouse, abandoned warehouse that they turned into a concert space. It was a disco party and everybody was in costume. Unfortunately, the rest of our gang, we had a whole group of maybe 15 friends that were hanging out. They tried to get in, it didn't work out for them.
Did you guys sneak into the Arcade Fire show?
We made it.
And you came out with a Homer Simpson mask.
Why is his face so fucked up?
Are you Austin?
It might not be him.
I don't think it's Austin. That's probably not Austin. No, that's Austin. There's the fist bumps.
Yeah, that's Austin. Alright.
Hey, hold on. You gotta drive with this on.
That's still so sweaty, man. I can't
Can
believe
you
we put that
imagine
on.
pulling down the street with that helmet on?
There are so many diseases.
Where is that? Who are we missing?
That.
Where's the crew?
You got Barry, you got
Where's got Barry?
Steve.
Where's Barry at?
Barry, Steve.
Barry and Steve.
Where's
Bathroom.
Steve? Where's Barry and Steve?
Bathrooms.
They went back to the paper.
Terrible idea. Why would anyone ever go back in?
They could get in.
If you need to go in there, that's the
thing
place
done?
to go.
Well, I'll be honest, I would not touch the inside of that mess.
No, I mean,
It's greasy.
there's.
Look how sad he looks. He's like going like.
This was on your face.
Yeah.
You have staph infection.
Oh man,
all
I got all
over your
sorts
face,
of infections.
you understand? All right, I'm gonna burn my hand and everything that just happened.
And up till this point, we've always been, and it's not been intentional, but we've been an independent band. We've always released the records on our own. We've kind of always done everything on our own. You know, like I said, it's not necessarily been by choice, it's just been out of necessity. And this time around, we had the opportunity to work with The Record Machine, an independent label out of Kansas City, and that has a lot of our favorite bands that are on that label. I don't think that it's going to really change the process of how we work and how we promote a record. I think if anything, it's going to make it a little easier on us. We're still going to promote it how we normally would a record, but it's going to be nice to have kind of double the effort and have a label and all of their resources also doing the same thing. So I think hopefully if anything, it's just going to make our jobs a little bit easier in regards to the business side, but I think honestly it's going to be pretty much about the same in regards to what we do to contribute. So I'm excited to have a little extra help for sure.
I'm so close to falling, and I can't make sense of your confidence. I know that look in your eye.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it. Attraction Tour 2013. We did it.
Darkness underneath, so I see there's something you're not telling me.
Definitely want to avoid that again. So I think we're gonna just really push this record hard while also writing and trying to really hone in on some new sounds and new stuff. So yeah.
Cool, sounds good. All right, let's do that one for real now. Was not recording.
You serious?
No, I'm joking.
I was like, come on. Like, damn it. Pouring out my heart and soul down here.
All right,
Is any of that usable?
None of it. We're
I
gonna.
wasn't paying it. I blacked out.
Did you? Were you funny in yours?
Funny
I'm
looking.
never funny.
I didn't know if we were going for like.
Oh, that was fine.
That's fine.
Probably you should try to be funny, but we're not.
All right. Well, I mean, it's always harder when we're not together, so I didn't know what the vibe was.
That was depressing.
Was it really?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
So it's fine. All right. You want anything else? Want me to say anything? Is that it?
No, I think you're good.
Are you still recording over there, Ward? Are both of you still recording?
No.